Holy. I can't swear, so I'll say holy. Another one. Aaron, go. Oh, poopsies. It's a pom-pom.
This is a fighter jet from the 1950s, and you can see these are rivets again. But you notice how they're flush with the skin, because this airplane was designed for speed, where this one is designed to carry passengers. So no, these are external gas tanks. They're mounted on the wing, so it gives the airplane more.
When they run out of gas, do
They drop them, yeah.
So they have less weight.
Yep.
You wear them in.
So actually, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the other building. We'll look at those planes first.
Okay then. Let's turn on the light.
That is the Avro. That's a 2-scale model of the Avro Arrow,
Which is pretty dope.
God of planes.
Why is the light always on when you're recording?
I can turn it off.
Absolute god.
See, look, turned off.
The
But I like it on
god
because it gives good lighting, and this place doesn't have the best lighting. So we are heading over to the second building now. Hope it has twice as many floors.
Are you recording?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good.
Okay, I'm gonna follow this guy. This place is dope.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, didn't you have the, I forget the name of it.
Is that a helicopter?
Yeah, that's a helicopter from the 50s. It's Sikorsky.
That's pretty cool.
It's very big.
Yeah. No rotor blades on it though.
That's probably because it's really dangerous.
They also
Holy moly, this thing is huge. So, there's a landing strip over there?
Yeah, we're close to the airport.
Wait, that's a landing strip.
Oh my gosh, this is a CV.
I forget its name, but that
Is the Lady Orchid. This is a bomber. I saw this when I came a long time ago.
Do the bombs drop out?
Yeah, they drop out of here. They load all the bombs here.
load all
That's
these
so
bombs.
big and
Yeah, just come
scary.
around. I'll tell you
Well-
the story.
And that one's so big too.
Yeah, we'll get to there. We'll get to there. We'll just focus on this one.
You're gonna see the best thing ever.
This airplane is a British bomber. It's called the Lancaster World War II bomber. It's a heavy bomber because it can carry a lot of weight. It can carry about 14 1,000-pound bombs typically, but it can also carry a bomb that weighs 22,000 pounds. So each one of the engines on this airplane could have powered a World War II fighter jet. And if you look at the size of the tires and the landing gear, you get a pretty good idea that this plane can carry a lot of weight.
Yep.
So, yes,
That thing doesn't have, so that engine doesn't have the cover on it.
the cowling, yeah. Just so you could take a look at the engine. Yeah. So during World War II, they made over 7,000 of these bombers. There's about a little over 400 that were made in Canada. At the end of during the war, they lost, of the 7,000 they made, they lost 4,000 in combat. So this airplane there was a bomber aimer, a pilot, navigator, radio operator, and a couple turret operators. So the bomber aimer, he would be at the very front of the aircraft. So he had two jobs. When they left the airfield and flying towards the target, he'd be manning the upper machine guns. When they got over the target, he'd be responsible for working with the pilot to line the aircraft up with the target. And so his face would be looking down to a certain piece of glass. And he had a bombing instrument that he used to help line up the aircraft. So of these 7,000 that were built, like I said, they lost 4,000. There's only about 20 of these aircraft left in the world. And there's only two that they fly. There's one in Canada and there's another one in Europe.
Does this fly?
It doesn't fly. Yes.
So these were considered because they said these like. Can you stop staring at the picture? I'm taking pictures of it.
Yeah. This place is dope. Smile for the camera.
I can tell why.
watch your heads and don't bang things, please.
Ah, yeah. Oh my God, Mila. You see the lady? She's wearing a bra and holding two guns. How? What a vicious way to die. God, this thing's huge. 89. Oh, I need to get a picture.
Hey, what's this called?
The fuzz.
The
Forgot.
fuzz?
No.
What? So it's not that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, good. So this airplane has two.
Yeah, it's too big. Oh,
The whole thing, not what it's the opposite one. Not the
yeah,
not the
that is a good
horizontal
question.
stabilizer, it's the vertical stabilizer.
How did they get in?
I will show you in a bit.
this is a machine gun on the back.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
So take a look towards the front. Does the
Pew
cockpit
pew.
look like it's a long ways away? You guys going too far.
Yes. Yes.
Take a look. Take a look.
Oh, that's very long.
Very long.
The person in there would grab a hold of that little controller in there
And you go.
and aim it around and fire.
So I'll tell
the
you
guys.
this story here. So this is the position for the rear gunner. So he was responsible for defending the back of the aircraft against enemy aircraft. And what you can't tell is there's actually a door that closes behind him because this turret can move from side to side. So depending on the size of the rear gunner, if he was too big, he wouldn't be able to wear his parachute in there because it's a very small space. So what he'd have to do is he'd take his parachute off and he'd hang on the door on the opposite side and then close the door. So if he had to bail out of the aircraft is going down, it's been one of the engines or a couple of the engines have been shot out, he has to get out of the aircraft. So he has to get up from his seat, which he's harnessed into, get up, open the door, go on the other side of the door, put his parachute on, and then make his way to a door we'll look at a little bit further. That's a little bit further up the plane. Of course, the airplane is not flying nice and level. It's going out of control.
Yeah.
So this was not
The
a
best.
good, it wasn't, of all the air crewmen, this was a very stressful position to be in because the people in the airplane, they're not strangers, they're your friends, they're part of your team, right? You eat with them, you sleep with them in the same room, so you don't want to let your friends down. These airplanes, they could fly for about, well, they typically flew for about 8 hours, so that's 4 hours out and 4 hours back. So you cannot fall asleep in your position. And you were very isolated from the rest of the crew because the rest of the crew is closer to the front of the airplane. So there was a lot of stress, and enemy fighters went after this position first to knock him out. Once they knocked him out, they would go up for the upper turret gunner. And then if they knocked out those two, they could pretty much have free reign of attacking this aircraft. But this aircraft, when it flew at about 20,000 feet. And it typically flew at night, all months of the year. And when you were flying at 20,000 feet at night in, say, December, the outside air temperature could be minus 40 below. And this is not a well-heated plane. It's not an insulated plane like if you've flown on a jet or a modern airplane. And there were often cases where air crewmen would come back from a long flight and they'd actually have frostbite because it was a very cold aircraft. And you can't really move around in there. There's no place to go. So you're pretty much at your station for the entire duration of the mission. These airplanes, they do not fly by themselves out the mission. You could have hundreds of these aircraft in the air at the same time. And they could be spread out in widths like 8 to 10 miles and at a stream of 150 miles long of airplanes. And there was one case where they sent out hundreds of these aircraft, and in one mission they lost almost 100 airplanes with a crew of 7 on. So
700 people.
in one mission. So there was a lot of loss of life when people were flying these airplanes.
That's why I hate war.
They had a rule during World War II. If you're on one of these planes, if you made it to 30 missions, you would become an instructor. You would teach bomber crews how how to operate this plane, and also how to fly that other plane that we saw in the other hangar. So you had to make 30 missions, but at one point in the war, the casualty rate was so high that the life expectancy was only 12 missions. So not a very fair rule, is it?
It should have been 15 missions. Then it would be easy.
12 missions. They expected
So this is the door. This is a door that the rear gunner would have to get to in order to bail out of the aircraft. So you can see how far. That's quite a ways to go, right?
Yeah.
This thing's called Lady Orchard?
Lady Orchard. It's a Lancaster.
Is this the only one with the name like that?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. This is a nice plane. I'll take this.
Take this, fly it out to China.
Can't go into that.
Is this for watering?
Yeah, but it's not open today.
Oh,
So this airplane has only one purpose. It's called a crop duster. You guys may have seen them when you're on the highway flying over farmers' fields. They spray pesticides and insecticides over farmers' crops, and that's why you have this tubing on the back and that exhaust that's in the middle of the aircraft. It's very heavy duty.
Nice plane.
Still take this.
Holy moly. That is a jet. I swear that is. This
Yeah,
better.
that's an old little plane.
It's Mila, it's Dusty the Crop Up.
What's the guy from like a movie?
Planes.
Dusty.
Yeah, Dusty the Crop Hopper. That's what I just said.
Sorry.
Oh god, this place is huge. I've already got 11 minutes on this thing.
So these are two helicopters. This one's from the 1950s. This one's from the 1960s. This one has one of the big differences between the two of them. This one has a piston engine in it, and this one has is a turbo shaft. It's like a jet engine on the back of that to provide the propulsion.